Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that everyone wants to know about: how to make your first $100,000. Whether you're just starting out or looking to break through to that next level of financial freedom, this video is for you. We'll be exploring 5 proven strategies that can pave your path to six-figure success. So buckle up, grab your notepads, and let's get started. Alright, let's kick things off by talking about high-demand skills. The job market is constantly evolving, and right now, certain skills are worth their weight in gold. Think about it. Companies are willing to pay top dollar for individuals who can solve their problems and bring value to the table. We're talking about fields like software engineering, data science, digital marketing, areas where the demand for skilled professionals is through the roof. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Graham, I don't have years to spend getting another degree. And you know what? You don't need to. There are tons of online resources, boot camps, and courses that can equip you with in-demand skills in a fraction of the time. Take coding, for example. Platforms like Udemy, Coursera, and FreeCodeCamp offer comprehensive coding courses that can take you from beginner to job ready in just a few months. The key is to identify a skill that aligns with your interests and has strong earning potential. Once you've honed your skills, it's time to put yourself out there. Update your resume, build a strong online presence, and start networking. Attend industry events, connect with people on LinkedIn, and let your skills speak for themselves. Remember, investing in yourself is one of the smartest financial decisions you can make. Acquiring a high-demand skill can open doors to high-paying jobs, freelance opportunities, and even the potential to start your own business down the line. Now, let's dive into one of my favorite topics: the stock market. I know, for some people the stock market can seem like this big, intimidating casino. But trust me, it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, the stock market is one of the most powerful tools we have for building long-term wealth. Think of it this way: when you invest in the stock market, you're essentially buying small pieces of ownership in companies. As those companies grow and become more profitable, the value of your shares increases, and you get to reap the rewards. Now, I'm not talking about getting rich quick schemes or trying to time the market perfectly. That's a recipe for disaster. I'm talking about taking a long-term strategic approach to investing. Start by investing in low-cost index funds that track the broader market. These funds offer instant diversification and have historically provided solid returns over time. As you become more comfortable with the market, you can start exploring individual stocks or other investment vehicles. But remember, knowledge is power. Before you invest a single dollar, take the time to educate yourself about the fundamentals of investing. There are tons of resources available online like Investopedia, The Motley Fool, and even YouTube channels like mine that can teach you the ropes. Investing in the stock market does come with risks, but by diversifying your portfolio, investing consistently, and taking a long-term perspective, you can significantly increase your chances of success. Chapter 3. Side Hustle Superstar: Turning Your Passions into Profits. Now let's talk about the power of the side hustle. In today's economy, having a single source of income is like putting all your eggs in one basket. Not exactly the safest strategy. That's where the side hustle comes in. A side hustle is essentially any income-generating activity you do outside of your primary job. It could be anything from freelance writing or graphic design to driving for Uber or delivering food. The beauty of a side hustle is that it allows you to earn extra income, explore your passions, and diversify your income streams, all at the same time. Plus, with the rise of the gig economy, it's never been easier to find flexible, on-demand work that fits your schedule. One of my favorite things about side hustles is that they often allow you to turn your passions into profits. Are you a whiz at photography? Offer your services for weddings or events? Do you have a knack for writing? Start a blog or offer freelance writing services? The possibilities are endless. Not only can a side hustle provide you with extra cash flow, but it can also open doors to new opportunities, expand your skill set, and even pave the way to becoming your own boss down the line. Chapter 4. Building Your Empire Real Estate Investment. Alright, let's move on to another powerful wealth-building tool: real estate investment. Now, I know what you're thinking. Graham, real estate is expensive. I can barely afford my rent, let alone buy a property. And you know what? You're absolutely right. Real estate can be a significant investment, but it's also an asset that has the potential to generate passive income, appreciate in value over time, and provide you with leverage. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and buy a mansion tomorrow. There are plenty of ways to get started in real estate investing with a smaller budget. One option is to start with rental properties. You could purchase a duplex or a small multifamily home, live in one unit, and rent out the other units to generate rental income. Another option is to explore house hacking. This involves buying a property, living in one room, and renting out the other rooms to roommates. This strategy can significantly reduce your living expenses while allowing you to build equity in your property. And of course, there's always the option of investing in REITs or real estate investment trusts. REITs are companies that own and operate income-producing real estate like shopping malls, apartment buildings, and office complexes. Chapter 5. Mastering your money saving and budgeting. Now, let's talk about the foundation of building wealth saving and budgeting. You can earn all the money in the world, but if you don't know how to manage it properly, you'll never reach your financial goals. The first step is to create a budget. I know budgeting can seem restrictive and boring, but trust me, it's the key to understanding your cash flow, identifying areas where you can cut back on spending, and freeing up more money to invest in your future. Start by tracking your income and expenses for a month or two. You can use a simple spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even just a pen and paper. Once you have a clear picture of where your money is going, you can start setting realistic spending limits for each category. One of my favorite budgeting methods is the 50-30-20 rule. This rule suggests allocating 50% of your after-tax income to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and debt repayment. Now, I know that 20% savings rate might seem daunting, especially if you're just starting out. But remember, even small, consistent contributions to your savings can add up over time thanks to the power of compound interest. Think of compound interest like a snowball effect. The more you save and invest, the more your money grows, and the faster your wealth builds. Outro: Unlock your potential. There you have it, folks. 5 proven ways to earn your first $100,000. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, effort, and consistency. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Stay focused on your goals, be patient, and never stop learning and growing. The journey to financial freedom is within your reach. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on building your wealth. See you next time.